Tavish surged up in bed, gasping for air, every muscle tensed with effort. It had happened again. As it had a dozen times before, the lass he wanted to see again, preferably in the here and now, had appeared. Only this time she beckoned him to follow her. But where? Or had she urged him to stay back? He rubbed his eyes, trying to drive away the last vestiges of the unsettling night. The questions her presence raised left him with a sense of foreboding that twisted his belly and drove him to his feet, tossing aside his blankets. Was she trying to warn of some danger? He scrubbed his hands over his face. Without success, he'd been searching for the meaning of these visions for weeks. He believed he'd seen her too many times for her appearances to be simple fantasy. What was his seer's talent trying to show him? The sense of foreboding that overwhelmed him each time he entered the strange dream warred with the desire he felt for her form, her grace, the lustre of her dark brown hair, and for the answers to the mystery she represented. What about her kept his dreams disquieting and his belly in knots? With a groan, he noted the glow leaking in around the shutter covering his window. Morning had come. It was still early, but he had no interest in sleeping any longer. He pulled on his clothes, vowing to find a way to take control, to summon her to face him the next time he slept, and to speak to him. If he could dominate the dream world, he could get the answers he wanted. He might soon get the help he needed. His mother had requested that the Aerie seer and laird, Aerie, meet with him to help him master his talent, or at least to understand and interpret what he had seen again and again these last few weeks. If the apprehension each vision left him with was tied to something yet to occur, any help she could give him couldn't happen soon enough. As he tucked his dirk into his belt, the thought of the Aerie seer coming for the laird's gathering made him wonder if he'd seen the lass because she, too, would soon arrive for the same event. If so, no matter who she came with or why she was here, Tavish would find her. Resolved, he headed downstairs. "There ye are," his twin sister Aerie remarked as he entered the herbal. "You're early. Did ye have another dream?" She slid off her stool and approached him, her gaze locked with his, concern furrowing her brow. Aye. He didn't want to talk about it, but Aerie would not accept his silence where his burgeoning talent and mysterious visions were concerned. Before he could distract her by asking what tasks they'd been set this morning, she continued to probe. With the same beautiful lass? Tavish grimaced. Aerie was forever trying to find him a lass to love. She thought him too solitary, too lonely. How anyone could think that in this family, in this tightly knit clan, was more than he could comprehend. I still haven't seen her face, only a glimpse of part of her profile. Still, perhaps ye have finally seen your one true love, she said, and put a hand on his arm.